Growing up in such a diverse area in the south side of Chicago, I never had an issue finding a barber. For 18 straight years of my life, this is how I lived. The barbershop was a cultural institution. It was a place where they hired people who were struggling with homelessness and hunger to sweep the floors. It was a safe haven. They knew this was not a place to have violence. I was just as close to my barber as I was my father. And so that's how I grew up unconsciously for 18 years. And this is how most of my friends grew up as well. And so when I graduated high school, I went to the middle of Iowa and Grinnell College. Literally probably 2-3 hours from a big city where I could find somebody that looked like me. And so that's when I realized that there was an issue to solve. I did some surveys around campus, and I see other students of color are struggling with this. And it might not necessarily be a mental health crisis, but it is a mental wellness crisis, around the world where people can't look their best. And I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I feel like this is my destiny to make sure that people around the world don't have to feel like what I felt like being, in that school in the middle of nowhere. And so I wanted to do something just to solve that. So creating an on-demand barber app where barbers travel to you for an affordable rate, while the barbers at the same time changed, the way that they lived. I just saw that, that was a perfect answer to that issue. I just saw these things through a mobile app, and I thought that was the best route to go. And so I realized, I had to find a design team. And I had to find, an engineer team in a sense who could, one can build out the user interface, another could build out the user experience. The best thing I would say is constant communication and honesty. You don't want to, you want to find a team that you can trust. In 2016, obviously I started, and from 2016 into our launch date of the app, ClipDart was just an on-demand barber app at that point. From 2016 to our launch date in March of 2020. And that was literally the first month of the pandemic. So that was even devastating in a sense to work on an app, learn the industry, like I said, learn not only the app and tech world, I had to learn the barber industry as well, and learn how to, do everything we can to make sure that they're okay as well, because we want everybody to win in a sense. And so studied that for 4 years, along with public health, along with biology, along with playing professional basketball abroad, away from family, so did that for 4 years. We were supposed to launch in March of 2020, and we couldn't, because the pandemic that was the first month when it was very, very new. It's not like it is now. People had no idea. Even the best doctors in the world had no idea what was going on. So people were definitely not going to allow random people in their house. And so it was devastating just to work on that for that long. But at the same time, it took us to take a step back. I started ClipDart to improve the mental wellness of people around the world, like I said, through barbers, through hairstylists, and revolutionize that perspective of what they mean to your community. So an app, that's just one way that we can, answer that mission. So there's 3 pillars that we call them: our app, our business partnerships, and our give back experiences. And so the way we make money is through our app and our business partnerships. So with the app, every transaction, we take 20%. Business partnerships, same type of thing. I talk with our team. We're missing the most important people, these are people who can't mentally, physically, emotionally go into a shop. These are our neighbors in need. These are people struggling with homelessness, people struggling with hunger. You know what's best for your app because you're passionate about it. And nobody's going to see your business. Nobody's going to see your app the way that you see it. So some people might not work as hard as you want to, that you want them to on the app, but you have to be okay with that. You cannot take, in this tech world, you cannot take things personal. If you're interested and passionate about an issue and you see a mobile app can answer that, you have to do it.